Millionaire finds homeless boy collapsed on the street. Days later, that boy saves his life. The icy fingers of winter clawed at the desolate cityscape, weaving through the concrete canyons and chilling the marrow of those unfortunate enough to call the streets their home. Among them was 10-year-old Ethan, a waif of a boy with eyes that held the wisdom of a life lived far beyond his years. He huddled beneath a threadbare blanket on a park bench, the meager offering providing little respite from the biting wind that seemed to mock his plight. His stomach growled a symphony of emptiness, a constant and painful reminder of the hunger that gnawed at him day and night. Ethan's life had been a relentless torrent of misfortune. Abandoned as a baby on the steps of a bustling hospital, he became a ward of the state, a nameless face in an overburdened system. His childhood was a blur of transient foster homes, each one a temporary refuge that offered little in the way of warmth or affection. He learned to adapt, to become invisible, to survive on scraps of kindness and fleeting moments of connection. As he grew older, the foster placements became fewer and farther between. The system, designed to protect vulnerable children, had instead become a revolving door, spitting him out onto the unforgiving streets with nothing but the clothes on his back and a tattered backpack filled with the meager possessions he had managed to accumulate over the years. Despite the harsh realities of his existence, Ethan possessed a spark of resilience that refused to be extinguished. He was fiercely independent, a survivor who had learned to navigate the treacherous currents of street life with a cunning that belied his age. He was resourceful, scavenging for food and shelter, bartering his meager skills for a few coins or a warm meal. But beyond his survival instincts, Ethan harbored a kind heart, a wellspring of empathy that shone through the grime and hardship. He shared his meager findings with other homeless children, offering a comforting word or a helping hand to those even less fortunate than himself. He dreamt of a better life, a life where he could escape the clutches of hunger and cold, a life where he could use his resilience and compassion to make a difference in the world. He found solace in the stories he read at the public library, escaping into worlds of adventure and heroism, imagining himself as the protagonist, fighting for justice and protecting the innocent. He clung to these stories, these glimpses of a brighter reality, as a lifeline in the sea of despair that threatened to engulf him. One particularly brutal winter day, Ethan's hunger reached a crescendo, a symphony of emptiness that reverberated through his frail body. He had gone days without a proper meal, surviving on scraps of discarded food and the occasional handout from a kind stranger. His body was weak, his energy depleted, his mind clouded by a gnawing fatigue that threatened to consume him. He wandered through the bustling city streets, a ghost amidst the throngs of hurried pedestrians and indifferent shoppers. The sights and smells of food emanating from cafes and restaurants tantalized him. Each steaming cup of coffee, each overflowing plate of pasta, a cruel reminder of his own deprivation. The cold seeped into his bones, chilling him to the core despite the layers of threadbare clothing he wore. His teeth chattered uncontrollably, his body shivering in a desperate attempt to generate warmth. He felt lightheaded, his vision blurring, his steps faltering. Suddenly, a wave of nausea washed over him, his stomach churning in protest. His legs buckled beneath him, and he crumpled onto the icy pavement, the world tilting and spinning around him. He dimly registered concerned faces peering down at him, their voices a distant murmur, their expressions a mixture of pity and alarm. Then, darkness enveloped him, swallowing him whole. When Ethan regained consciousness, he found himself in a warm, brightly lit room, the sterile scent of antiseptic filling the air. A kind-faced woman with gentle eyes and a soothing voice sat beside him, offering him a warm cup of broth, its savory aroma filling his senses with a long-forgotten comfort. Ethan, his mind still hazy, sipped the broth slowly, the warmth spreading through his body, chasing away the chill that had clung to him for so long. He learned that he had fainted from hunger and was now in a hospital, receiving the care he so desperately needed. The woman, Dr. Evelyn Walsh, was a renowned pediatrician with a heart of gold. She had been volunteering at the hospital's emergency room when Ethan was brought in, his frail body and desperate condition tugging at her heartstrings. Touched by his story and his unwavering spirit, she decided to go above and beyond her medical duties, offering him not just medical attention but also a temporary haven in her spacious home. Ethan, hesitant at first, his trust in adults eroded by years of neglect and disappointment, eventually accepted her offer, overwhelmed by her kindness and the prospect of a warm bed, a full stomach, and a respite from the harsh realities of street life. Dr. Walsh, a woman of action and compassion, wasted no time in arranging for Ethan's discharge from the hospital. She bundled him up in warm clothes, her own son's outgrown winter coat swallowing Ethan's thin frame, and drove him to her home, a stately Victorian house nestled in a quiet, tree-lined neighborhood. Ethan, his eyes wide with wonder, stepped into the house, his senses bombarded by the warmth, the soft lighting, the comforting aroma of freshly baked cookies. He had never experienced such comfort, such luxury, such a sense of belonging. Dr. Walsh showed him to a cozy guest room, its bed piled high with fluffy pillows and a thick, down comforter. She left him to settle in, promising to return with a warm meal and a change of clothes. Ethan, overwhelmed by the kindness and generosity he had encountered, sank onto the bed, the soft mattress enveloping him in a cocoon of comfort. He closed his eyes, a single tear escaping and tracing a path down his cheek. For the first time in his life, he felt safe, cared for, and hopeful. As Ethan settled into the unfamiliar comfort of Dr. Walsh's home, a world away from the harsh realities of street life, he began to learn more about the woman who had so unexpectedly opened her heart and home to him. He discovered that she, too, had faced hardship in her youth, a revelation that forged a deeper connection between them. Dr. Walsh, a woman of quiet strength and unwavering compassion, had lost her parents in a tragic car accident when she was just a young girl. The sudden loss had shattered her world, leaving her with a profound sense of grief and vulnerability. But amidst the darkness, she had found solace in the love and support of her grandmother, a woman of unwavering faith and resilience. Her grandmother, a pillar of strength and wisdom, had instilled in her the values of compassion, empathy, and service to others. These values had guided Dr. Walsh throughout her life, shaping her career as a pediatrician and her dedication to helping vulnerable children. Ethan, listening to Dr. Walsh's story, felt a deep sense of connection, a recognition of shared experiences and a kinship forged in the crucible of adversity. He had never known the love of a parent, the security of a stable home, but he saw in Dr. Walsh a reflection of the nurturing and support he had always craved. This shared experience of loss and resilience fostered a profound bond between Ethan and Dr. Walsh, a connection that transcended their different backgrounds and life experiences. They found solace in each other's company, sharing stories, laughter, and quiet moments of reflection. Dr. Walsh, with her keen intuition and compassionate heart, saw the potential in Ethan, a bright spark hidden beneath the grime and hardship of his life on the streets. She recognized his intelligence, his resilience, and his innate kindness. She believed that with the right support and guidance, he could overcome his challenges and achieve his full potential. She enrolled him in a local school, a welcoming and inclusive environment where he could learn and grow alongside other children his age. The school, a beacon of diversity and acceptance, embraced Ethan with open arms, its teachers and staff recognizing his eagerness to learn and his thirst for knowledge. Dr. Walsh provided him with books, educational games, and a quiet space to study, fostering his intellectual curiosity and encouraging his academic pursuits. She also encouraged him to explore his interests, enrolling him in after-school programs and extracurricular activities that nurtured his creativity and social skills. Ethan, eager to prove himself worthy of Dr. Walsh's kindness and support, excelled in his studies. He devoured books with a voracious appetite, his mind absorbing information like a sponge. He participated actively in class, his insightful questions and thoughtful observations impressing his teachers and classmates alike. He discovered a love for mathematics, its logic and precision resonating with his analytical mind. He found joy in literature, immersing himself in stories of adventure, heroism, and the human condition. He explored the world of science, fascinated by the intricate workings of the natural world. One afternoon, while walking home from school, Ethan witnessed a disturbing scene that would further shape his understanding of the world and his place in it. A group of older boys, their faces contorted with malice, were surrounding a younger child, their taunts and shoves echoing through the quiet residential street. The younger child, his eyes filled with fear, cowered under their relentless bullying, his small frame trembling with a mixture of terror and humiliation. The bullies, their laughter echoing cruelly, seemed to revel in their power, their cruelty a stark contrast to the peaceful atmosphere of the neighborhood. Ethan, his own experiences of vulnerability and powerlessness still fresh in his mind, felt a surge of anger and empathy. He remembered the countless times he had been the target of bullies, the fear and humiliation that had consumed him. He recognized the pain in the younger child's eyes, the desperation in his trembling form. Without hesitation, he intervened, his small stature belying his courage and determination. He stepped between the bullies and their victim, his voice firm and unwavering as he demanded they leave the younger child alone. "Leave him alone!" he shouted, his voice echoing through the street, cutting through the bullies' laughter like a shard of glass. "What do you think you're doing? Picking on someone smaller than you? That's not cool." The bullies, surprised by Ethan's defiance, hesitated, their bravado momentarily faltering. They sized him up, their eyes assessing his threat level, their drunken minds underestimating his courage and determination. But Ethan stood his ground, his gaze unwavering, his voice filled with a righteous anger that surprised even himself. He had spent years surviving, adapting, and enduring, but now he saw a new purpose, a new direction for his life. He would not stand idly by while others were being victimized. The bullies, their initial aggression waning in the face of Ethan's unexpected intervention, muttered threats and insults as they retreated, their bravado replaced by a grudging respect for the smaller boy who had dared to challenge them. The younger child, his eyes filled with gratitude and admiration, looked up at Ethan, his fear replaced by a newfound sense of safety and security. In that moment, Ethan realized the power of his actions, the impact he could have on others, even as a young boy who had once been homeless and alone. This realization, this discovery of his own strength and compassion, marked a turning point in Ethan's life. He had found a new purpose, a new direction for his resilience and empathy. He would become a protector, a champion for those who were vulnerable and oppressed. Ethan's encounter with the bullies ignited a spark within him, a realization that his own experiences of hardship had forged a strength and resilience that could be used to help others. He had spent years surviving, adapting, and enduring, but now he saw a new purpose, a new direction for his life. He decided to become a protector, a champion for those who were vulnerable and oppressed. This decision marked a turning point in Ethan's life, a shift from self-preservation to selfless service. He began to look for opportunities to use his newfound strength and courage to help others in need. He volunteered at a local soup kitchen, his empathy and understanding allowing him to connect with the homeless individuals who came seeking a warm meal and a moment of respite from their struggles. He shared his own story of hope and resilience, his words offering comfort and encouragement to those who had lost faith in themselves and the world around them. He listened to their stories, offering a sympathetic ear and a non-judgmental presence. He helped serve meals, clean tables, and organize donations, his tireless efforts a testament to his commitment to making a difference. He also started a small program at his school, recognizing that many of his classmates were unaware of the challenges faced by homeless children. He organized fundraising events, bake sales, and clothing drives, collecting donations for shelters and charities that supported homeless youth. He gave presentations to his classes, sharing his experiences and raising awareness about the issue of homelessness. His passion and dedication were infectious, inspiring his classmates to get involved, to contribute their time and resources to helping those in need. He organized after-school tutoring sessions for homeless children, providing them with academic support and a safe space to learn and grow. Ethan's actions did not go unnoticed. Local news outlets, always eager for a heartwarming story, picked up on his remarkable journey from a homeless orphan to a community hero. They interviewed him, capturing his infectious enthusiasm and his unwavering commitment to helping others. His story resonated with people from all walks of life, inspiring them to reach out and help those in need. Donations poured into the shelters and charities that Ethan supported, his story serving as a catalyst for a wave of generosity and compassion. Volunteers flocked to the soup kitchen, eager to contribute their time and effort to helping the homeless. Ethan's story had touched a nerve, awakening a sense of social responsibility in the community. As Ethan's popularity grew, he received an invitation to speak at a city council meeting, a platform to advocate for those who were often overlooked and marginalized. He addressed the council with a clear voice and a determined spirit, his words carrying the weight of his experiences and the passion of his convictions. He urged the council members to allocate more resources to homeless shelters, to expand outreach programs, and to address the root causes of homelessness, such as poverty, lack of affordable housing, and inadequate mental health services. He spoke about the need for compassion, understanding, and a commitment to creating a society where everyone had the opportunity to thrive. His words resonated with the council members, many of whom were visibly moved by his story and his passion for helping others. They engaged in a thoughtful discussion about the issue of homelessness, acknowledging the need for increased funding and more comprehensive solutions. Ethan's advocacy efforts, amplified by the media attention and the community's support, led to a significant increase in funding for homeless shelters and youth programs. He became a symbol of hope and inspiration, a testament to the power of one individual to make a difference in the world. But Ethan's journey was not without its challenges. The sudden fame and attention were overwhelming at times, the expectations and demands on his time a stark contrast to the anonymity he had known on the streets. He struggled to balance his newfound responsibilities with his schoolwork and his personal life. He also faced criticism and skepticism from some quarters. There were those who questioned his motives, accusing him of seeking fame and attention. Others dismissed his efforts as naive and idealistic, arguing that homelessness was a complex problem with no easy solutions. But Ethan remained steadfast in his commitment to helping others, his passion undeterred by the challenges and criticisms he faced. He continued to volunteer his time, advocate for change, and inspire others with his story of resilience and compassion. Dr. Walsh, witnessing Ethan's transformation from a vulnerable, homeless boy to a confident, compassionate young man, felt a profound sense of pride and admiration. She had opened her home to him, offering him a temporary refuge, but he had given her so much more in return. He had filled her life with purpose and joy, reminding her of the transformative power of love and compassion. She watched him blossom in his new environment, excelling in his studies, forming meaningful friendships, and using his experiences to help others. She saw in him a reflection of her own values, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the power of human connection to heal and inspire. Inspired by Ethan's example and driven by her own deep-seated commitment to helping vulnerable children, Dr. Walsh decided to make Ethan's temporary stay permanent. She initiated the adoption process, navigating the legal complexities with determination and unwavering support from her husband and son. Ethan, initially hesitant, his trust in adults still fragile, gradually warmed to the idea of becoming a permanent member of the Walsh family. He had come to love and respect Dr. Walsh, her kindness and compassion filling the void left by his own absent parents. He had also formed a close bond with her husband, a kind and supportive man who welcomed him with open arms, and her son, who became a close friend and confidant. The adoption process was lengthy and emotionally challenging, but Ethan's resilience and Dr. Walsh's unwavering support saw them through. The day the adoption was finalized was a joyous occasion, a celebration of love, family, and the enduring power of human connection to overcome adversity. Ethan's adoption not only provided him with a loving home and a supportive family but also inspired Dr. Walsh to expand her efforts to help homeless children. She had witnessed firsthand the transformative impact that a stable home and loving family could have on a child's life, and she was determined to provide that opportunity to other vulnerable youth. She founded a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping homeless children, drawing on her expertise as a pediatrician and her passion for social justice. The foundation, named Ethan's Hope, provided educational opportunities, mentorship programs, and essential resources to help homeless youth transition into adulthood and achieve their full potential. The foundation grew into a successful organization, touching the lives of countless homeless children and offering them a chance for a brighter future. Ethan, the once homeless boy who had fainted from hunger, had become a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of human compassion and the transformative potential of individual action. Ethan's story, amplified by the media attention and Dr. Walsh's advocacy efforts, became a rallying cry for change. It inspired individuals, businesses, and community organizations to contribute their time and resources to supporting homeless youth. It sparked a citywide conversation about the issue of homelessness, challenging people to confront their own biases and assumptions about those living on the margins. The secondary plot development, driven by Dr. Walsh's compassion and Ethan's inspiring example, not only provided Ethan with a loving home and a supportive family, but also created a ripple effect of positive change in the community. It highlighted the importance of individual action, the power of human connection, and the transformative potential of love and compassion to overcome adversity and create a better world. The bond between Ethan and Dr. Walsh deepened and flourished with time, nurtured by shared experiences, mutual respect, and an unwavering commitment to helping others. Ethan, who had never known the unconditional love of a parent, found in Dr. Walsh a mother figure, a source of unwavering support, guidance, and affection. He cherished their evening conversations, sharing his thoughts, dreams, and anxieties with her. He sought her advice on navigating the challenges of school, friendships, and his burgeoning activism. He found comfort in her presence, her calm demeanor and gentle wisdom, a soothing balm to his often turbulent emotions. Dr. Walsh, in turn, saw in Ethan a son, a reflection of her own values and a testament to the transformative power of love and compassion. She delighted in his intellectual curiosity, his passion for justice, and his unwavering determination to make a difference in the world. She nurtured his talents, encouraging his academic pursuits and supporting his advocacy efforts. She provided him with a safe and loving environment where he could heal from the wounds of his past and embrace his full potential. Their relationship was not without its challenges. Ethan, still grappling with the trauma of his past, sometimes struggled to trust and open up fully. He would occasionally withdraw, his defenses rising, his fear of vulnerability resurfacing. But Dr. Walsh, with her patience and understanding, gently guided him through these difficult moments. She offered him unconditional love and acceptance, creating a safe space for him to express his emotions and heal from his past wounds. Ethan's relationship with his schoolmates also blossomed. He gained their admiration and respect, not just for his academic achievements, but also for his kindness, empathy, and unwavering spirit. He formed close friendships with several classmates, finding a sense of belonging and acceptance he had never known before. He shared his story with them, his vulnerability forging a deeper connection, a bond of trust and understanding. They supported his advocacy efforts, joining him in organizing fundraisers, volunteering at shelters, and speaking out against injustice. Ethan's story also touched the lives of the people he helped. The homeless individuals he served at the soup kitchen saw him as a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in their darkest moments, they were not forgotten. They shared their stories with him, their struggles and triumphs, their hopes and fears. Ethan listened with empathy and compassion, offering a non-judgmental presence and a helping hand. The children he mentored through the Phoenix Project found in him a role model, a source of inspiration and encouragement. He shared his experiences with them, his journey from homelessness to hope, demonstrating that even in the face of adversity, they could achieve their dreams. He guided them, supported them, and celebrated their successes, fostering a sense of community and belonging. The community as a whole embraced Ethan as a hero, a symbol of resilience and hope. He received countless letters of appreciation and gratitude, his story inspiring people to be more compassionate and to reach out to those in need. He became a sought-after speaker, sharing his story at schools, community centers, and conferences, his words touching the hearts of people from all walks of life. Ethan's relationships, both personal and professional, were a testament to the power of human connection to heal, inspire, and transform. He had learned the importance of empathy, understanding, and the unwavering belief in the human potential for change and growth. He had discovered the strength that comes from vulnerability, the resilience that emerges from adversity, and the transformative power of love and compassion. One crisp autumn evening, while volunteering at the soup kitchen, Ethan noticed a commotion outside. A group of homeless men, huddled together for warmth and companionship, were being harassed by a group of drunken teenagers, their laughter echoing cruelly through the twilight. The teenagers, emboldened by their numbers and fueled by alcohol, hurled insults and threats at the men, their words laced with disdain and contempt. They shoved the men, their laughter escalating as the men stumbled and tried to shield themselves from the onslaught. Ethan, his sense of justice ignited, his protective instincts kicking in, stepped outside, his voice firm and unwavering as he demanded the teenagers leave the men alone. "Hey!" he shouted, his voice cutting through the teenagers' raucous laughter. "Leave them alone. What do you think you're doing?" The teenagers, surprised by Ethan's intervention, turned their attention to him, their faces contorted with a mixture of surprise and annoyance. They sized him up, their eyes assessing his threat level, their drunken minds underestimating his courage and determination. "And who are you?" one of the teenagers sneered, his voice slurred with alcohol. "The homeless police?" "No," Ethan replied, his voice calm but resolute. "I'm someone who believes in treating others with respect, even if you don't." The teenagers, their bravado momentarily faltering, exchanged glances, unsure how to respond to Ethan's unexpected defiance. One of them, however, fueled by alcohol and a misplaced sense of machismo, lunged at Ethan, his fist aimed at Ethan's face. Ethan, caught off guard, was struck in the face, the force of the blow sending him reeling backward. He stumbled, his hand instinctively reaching for his throbbing cheek, his lips split and his nose bleeding. The sight of Ethan's blood, a stark contrast to the twilight hues of the evening, enraged the homeless men. They surged forward, their initial fear replaced by a protective fury. They overwhelmed the teenagers, their fists flying, their voices a chorus of righteous anger. The teenagers, outnumbered and outmatched, retreated, their bravado evaporating as they fled the scene, their laughter replaced by panicked shouts and curses. Ethan, shaken but determined, stood his ground, his courage inspiring the men he had come to defend. He wiped the blood from his face, his eyes blazing with a righteous fire. He had faced adversity before, had endured hardship and pain, but he would not stand idly by while others were being victimized. The incident, witnessed by several bystanders, quickly made national news, its dramatic footage capturing the hearts and minds of people across the country. Ethan's bravery and selflessness earned him widespread praise, his story resonating with those who had experienced bullying, injustice, and the plight of homelessness. He became a symbol of hope for the homeless community, his actions demonstrating that even those living on the margins could find the strength and courage to stand up for themselves and others. His story challenged stereotypes and misconceptions about homelessness, highlighting the resilience, compassion, and humanity of those often overlooked and marginalized. The incident at the soup kitchen sparked a citywide conversation about the issue of homelessness, its complexities, and its impact on individuals and the community as a whole. People from all walks of life expressed their outrage at the attack on Ethan and the homeless men, their voices rising in a chorus of condemnation and demands for change. The city council, under pressure from the public and inspired by Ethan's advocacy efforts, allocated additional resources to homeless shelters and outreach programs. They increased funding for emergency shelters, transitional housing, and support services, recognizing the urgent need to address the growing crisis of homelessness in the city. Ethan, using his newfound platform and the media attention surrounding the incident, continued to advocate for the homeless community. He spoke at rallies and community meetings, his voice amplified by the megaphone of public support. He organized fundraising events, raising awareness and generating much-needed resources for shelters and support services. He met with city officials, sharing his experiences and insights, urging them to adopt a more compassionate and comprehensive approach to addressing homelessness. He emphasized the need for affordable housing, job training programs, and mental health services, arguing that these were essential components of a sustainable solution to the crisis. His passion and conviction resonated with city officials, many of whom were moved by his story and his unwavering commitment to helping others. They recognized the need for a more holistic approach to addressing homelessness, one that went beyond simply providing temporary shelter and addressed the root causes of the problem. Ethan's efforts, combined with the public outcry and the media attention, led to the creation of a task force dedicated to finding permanent housing solutions for homeless individuals. The task force, comprised of community leaders, social workers, homeless advocates, and individuals with lived experience of homelessness, developed a comprehensive plan to provide housing, job training, and other essential resources to help homeless individuals transition into independent living. The implementation of the plan was slow and challenging, fraught with bureaucratic hurdles and funding constraints. But Ethan remained steadfast in his commitment to helping others, his optimism and determination unwavering. He continued to volunteer at the soup kitchen, mentor homeless youth, and speak out against injustice. He organized community events, bringing together homeless individuals, volunteers, and city officials to foster dialogue, build relationships, and work towards common goals. He created a sense of community, a shared purpose that transcended the barriers of social status and circumstance. He also worked closely with the Phoenix Project, the nonprofit organization he had co-founded, to expand its reach and impact. The organization provided educational opportunities, mentorship programs, and life skills training to homeless youth, empowering them to break the cycle of poverty and achieve their full potential. Ethan's unwavering dedication and positive attitude inspired others to join the cause, creating a ripple effect of compassion and action. Volunteers flocked to shelters and soup kitchens, eager to contribute their time and effort to helping those in need. Businesses donated resources and offered job training opportunities. The community, once indifferent to the plight of the homeless, now embraced them with open arms and a renewed sense of social responsibility. Years passed, and Ethan, the once homeless boy who had fainted from hunger on a cold winter day, blossomed into a remarkable young man. He graduated from high school with honors, his academic achievements a testament to his intelligence, resilience, and unwavering determination. He received a full scholarship to a prestigious university, a gateway to a world of knowledge and opportunity that had once seemed beyond his reach. He pursued his passion for social justice and community activism, majoring in sociology, immersing himself in the study of social inequality, poverty, and the systemic factors that perpetuate homelessness. He continued his advocacy work, organizing student groups, participating in protests, and volunteering at local shelters. He became a respected voice on campus, his passion and knowledge inspiring others to join the fight for social justice. He challenged his professors, engaged in lively debates with his classmates, and sought to understand the complex interplay of social, economic, and political forces that shaped the world around him. During his time at university, Ethan met a group of like-minded students who shared his passion for helping others. They were drawn to his charisma, his unwavering commitment to justice, and his inspiring story of overcoming adversity. Together, they founded a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing educational opportunities and mentorship programs for homeless youth. The organization, named the Phoenix Project, aimed to empower homeless youth to break the cycle of poverty and achieve their full potential. They organized tutoring sessions, provided access to technology and educational resources, and connected homeless youth with mentors who could guide and support them on their journey. Ethan's leadership and vision guided the organization's growth and success. He inspired his peers with his passion, his strategic thinking, and his ability to connect with people from all walks of life. The Phoenix Project became a beacon of hope for homeless youth, providing them with the resources and support they needed to pursue their dreams and build a better future. Ethan's journey took an unexpected turn when he was invited to speak at a national conference on homelessness. He shared his story with a captivated audience, his words resonating with policymakers, academics, and community leaders from across the country. His powerful testimony, combined with his impressive academic credentials and his track record of community activism, caught the attention of a prominent philanthropic foundation. The foundation, dedicated to addressing social inequality and promoting opportunity for all, offered Ethan a fellowship to pursue graduate studies in social policy at a renowned university. Ethan, eager to expand his knowledge and enhance his ability to affect change on a larger scale, accepted the fellowship, embarking on a new chapter in his life. He immersed himself in the study of social policy, delving into the intricacies of poverty alleviation, housing policy, and educational reform. He engaged with leading academics and policymakers, contributing his unique perspective and insights to the ongoing discourse on social justice. He also continued his advocacy work, collaborating with community organizations and government agencies to develop and implement innovative solutions to address homelessness and poverty. He became a sought-after consultant, his expertise and passion sought by those seeking to make a real difference in the lives of vulnerable populations. Ethan's journey had taken him from the streets to the halls of academia, from a homeless boy fainting from hunger to a respected voice in the field of social policy. He had embraced his potential, transformed his experiences into a force for good, and dedicated his life to creating a more just and equitable world. Ethan's transformation from a homeless boy fainting from hunger to a community hero and social activist was a testament to his resilience, compassion, and unwavering spirit. He had overcome adversity, embraced his potential, and dedicated his life to helping others, his journey a beacon of hope and inspiration. Reflecting on his journey, Ethan recognized the transformative power of kindness and compassion. He had experienced firsthand the impact that one person's actions could have on another's life, the ripple effect of generosity and empathy that could spread through a community and beyond. He recalled the kindness of strangers who had offered him a warm meal or a kind word during his time on the streets, the small acts of compassion that had sustained him through his darkest moments. He remembered the unwavering support of Dr. Walsh and her family, their love and acceptance providing him with the foundation he needed to heal and grow. He acknowledged the teachers and mentors who had guided him, their belief in his potential fueling his own self-confidence and determination. He cherished the friendships he had formed, the bonds of camaraderie and shared purpose that had enriched his life and empowered him to make a difference. He also recognized the importance of his own actions, his decision to use his experiences to help others. He had learned that even in the face of adversity, he could make a difference in the world. He had discovered the power of his voice, the strength of his convictions, and the transformative potential of individual action. He had learned the importance of empathy, understanding, and the unwavering belief in the human potential for change and growth. He had witnessed firsthand the power of forgiveness, the possibility of redemption, and the transformative power of human connection. He had grown as a person, his empathy deepened, his compassion expanded, his understanding broadened. He had become a more complete human being, his life enriched by his experiences, his challenges, and his triumphs. He recognized that his journey was not just about fighting for a better world. It was also about becoming a better person. He had learned the importance of self-reflection, of confronting his own biases and assumptions. He had discovered the power of vulnerability, the strength that comes from acknowledging his own limitations and seeking support from others. He had learned to balance his passion for justice with compassion and understanding, recognizing that even those who perpetuate injustice are often victims of their own circumstances and experiences. He had learned to listen, to empathize, and to seek common ground, even in the face of disagreement and conflict. He had also learned the importance of self-care, of nurturing his own well-being in order to sustain his efforts to help others. He had discovered the restorative power of nature, the joy of spending time with loved ones, and the importance of maintaining a healthy balance between his personal and professional life. 11. Conclusion and theme reinforcement. 552 words. Ethan's story is a powerful reminder that even in the face of adversity, we can overcome challenges, embrace our potential, and make a positive impact on the world. It highlights the importance of compassion, resilience, and the unwavering belief in the human capacity for change and growth. His journey from a homeless boy fainting from hunger to a community hero and social activist underscores the transformative power of kindness, the importance of helping others, and the ripple effect that individual actions can create. Ethan's story is an inspiration to us all, a testament to the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity and create a better future. It reminds us that even in our darkest moments, to be more compassionate, to reach out to those in need, and to work towards a more just and equitable society. It reminds us that we all have a role to play in creating a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Ethan's story is a testament to the power of individual action to create a ripple effect of positive change. His decision to help others, even when he was struggling himself, sparked a chain of events that transformed not only his own life but also the lives of countless others. His story reminds us that we all have the power to make a difference, no matter how small our actions may seem. By embracing compassion, empathy, and a commitment to social justice, we can create a world where everyone feels valued, supported, and empowered to achieve their full potential. Ethan's journey is a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, we can find the strength and resilience to overcome challenges and create a better future. It is a story that celebrates the transformative power of human connection, the importance of community, and the enduring belief in the human capacity for change and growth. His story is a testament to the power of the human spirit, a reminder that even in our darkest moments, we can find the light within ourselves to illuminate the path towards a more just and compassionate world. It is a story that inspires us to embrace our potential, to use our voices to advocate for change, and to work together to create a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive.